So this is my custom PC that I built myself. It took me like an entire night just putting everything together and a lot of trial and error. But eventually, when it powered on for the first time, I was like, thank God I didn't spoil anything. This is the, what's it called again?
This episode of Fusion takes a slight detour to tell Dumeme's creative setup.
Hi, my name is Dumeme, Dumeme. I'm an artist, digital designer, UI, UX designer, and more recently, web designer, web developer, based in Lagos, Nigeria. This is the mini Stormtrooper here. There's a bigger one here. Oh yeah, I'm a big Star Wars fan. I've mostly been known all my life as the art guy, so I was more interested in like building things or like creating things. I was very crafty, and then it's only like after a while that I realized I could also draw and paint. I'd say for the longest time before I got into uni, I was mostly doing like graphic design. I was doing it on like a more professional level, so I was having like some clients here and there. Yeah, before uni. And then when I got into uni, I had to just put all of that aside.
What did you study?
So in uni, I studied business administration. It's a complete left turn from design. I did go to art school for about a year.
Then why business admin?
The truth is, I just wanted to get my degree, and you know, so like I can just have that as a fallback, and then just like when I'm done, just focus on what I actually want to do.
But there should be a reason why of all courses.
So with business here, because I was already kind of doing like my own mini business before uni, like handling clients, all of that. I guess the knowledge of business just would kind of support what I was doing, and like know how to like come up with like a business plan, know how to negotiate contracts, stuff like that. That kind of allowed me to, you know, find what the next best fit was for me, and that happened to be web design specifically.
Okay.
This is an IKEA pegboard. I think it's called the Skarsgård. Is this Skarsgård? Skadis, IKEA Skadis board. Skarsgård is an actor. Yes, I just have like a couple accessories here. Nothing too crazy. I have a pair of headphones there. Oh, so this is the Corsair HS80. These are really good. Like the mic on this is amazing. Other headphones, AirPods Max. I also use it to go to the gym sometimes. This is my mic arm and microphone. So this is what I use for like meetings and whatnot. I initially got it for content creation, but like since I've been too lazy to start, I'm also using them for meetings, and it's connected to the Audio-Technica M50X. Yeah, I think that's it. ATH M50X. Yeah, amazing headphones. These speakers are the KRK Rocket 7s, I think. Overkill for my setup really, because I only just listen to music with them. The audio interface is the Evo 4. I just like it because of the volume wheel. It's just very nice seeing the animation. This is just a MagSafe stand for my phone.
It charges too, right?
No, I don't like it charging.
Why?
I just like putting my phone there. Yeah, so this monitor is the most recent addition to my setup. So this is the Samsung Odyssey G9. I initially got this for productivity to kind of do like all my work on, because you can have like multiple screens on at the same time. But when I plugged my PC into it, I don't think I can go back to my gaming monitor, to be very honest. Screen bar, it's the Xiaomi screen bar up top. It's just to give the desk some ambient lighting. It's a Logitech webcam, I think it's the C922, yeah, that's what it's called. On the main desk, I just have the Apple Trackpad 2 in black, and then the Logitech Mechanical Mini MX and the MX Master 3.
Looks like everybody's go-to mouse at this point.
Huh?
That mouse is ugly. I don't know what
some people think it's
about
ugly.
it.
I just like it because it's very versatile. The horizontal scrolling and whatnot. It could be quieter, sure, but there's the quieter one like doesn't justify upgrading just for it to be quieter.
Okay.
All this is on a leather desk mat. I don't think it's branded, it's just a regular leather desk mat. Okay. I just like how big it is. Everything in the setup is connected to the CalDigit TS3. This is the controller for the screen bar. Yeah. Next is the Elgato Stream Deck. It just has like shortcuts that I use on a daily basis, so like Spotify, Webflow, Figma. I also have these smart home shortcuts that I created. They kind of control the lighting in the workspace. So this tends to turn off all the lights. I use that when I'm like going to bed. And then this one is very unique because it's for when they take light, and I want it to be on low power mode. So I just press this, it just kind of turns off everything that consumes a lot of power. So the lights on the wall, these are the Nanoleaf lines. I think they're about 7 or 8 pieces. They're kind of customizable. You're able to kind of shape them however you like. You know, the different patterns on the app. Yeah, so this is the laptop. It's a 16-inch MacBook Pro, M1 Max. It's pretty much just here as a Spotify screen most times when I'm working.
Seriously?
Yeah, it's what's powering the setup. I know these printers.
How many tabs do you have open?
This is a very light day.
Does your artwork come to play while you are designing?
It depends on the use case. So for instance, something like my personal portfolio, there's a lot of art elements fused into it because I'm trying to let whoever is viewing it to kind of know that that's something I'm also passionate about. That's something that I do as well. So I'm just gonna go through the website with you. This website kind of has like 2 sides to it. So when you land on this domain, it takes you to my what I call designer portfolio. So this is more straightforward, kind of has just design related stuff. But then if you scroll all the way up, it has my visual design portfolio.
Yeah.
If they want to hire me for more creative stuff, I tend to send them this one because it's a lot more colorful, but it's essentially the same information.
So what's your greatest achievement as a designer, as an artist?
Greatest achievement?
For now.
Yeah, for now. Yeah, for now I'd say it's starting up my own agency because that's kind of like been the end goal for like since I started designing. I've always wanted to have my own agency. I've always wanted to kind of have a hub where, you know, art meets design, you know, we kind of blend those two together, you know, have people that are working in different art disciplines within the agency.
What's the name?
It's called Hexflow. What we mostly kind of focus on is like Webflow development. So Webflow is like a really big thing that I do, Webflow developments, because it's kind of what propelled my career, you know, when I was kind of battling with what to kind of niche down on. The Hexflow kind of comes from Webflow, but then it's not necessarily just Webflow because we do design as well. I'm more of a creative person, so the idea of coding has just always been very daunting to me because I just like to create, I just like to put things together. It took me about 8 months to kind of put my portfolio together in Webflow. So during that time, I just fell in love with it and like it's just stuck ever since.
I see you love grids and lines.
Yeah.
What did you use? Procreate?
Yeah, I did this in Procreate. I've never really been a fan of Photoshop in terms of digital painting. I think that's why I put it off for such a long time. So I still use them for specific, very specific things. But then these days, I kind of, everything still falls back to Figma.
Do you work alone or you have like a team?
I'm currently building a team.
Okay.
I also have people that I'm currently mentoring. The idea is to kind of have like my own in-house team. Ultimately, I would want it to be a collaborative agency where, you know, I don't necessarily have people under me, but I work with them, you know. It's just better to outsource some things to other people.
How do you monetize your work?
Oh, that's a very, very, very broad question. Back then, when I was doing like general graphic design, it was kind of a bit harder to price certain things because people don't necessarily understand the complexities and like intricacies that go with creating an artwork. I was able to price, you know, what I felt was right at the time. Thinking back, it was a bit on the low side, I'm not even gonna lie.
I get that fast.
Up until like 2021, when like digital art became like really profitable, I kind of struggled with seeing how best I could monetize that. And by the time, you know, things like NFTs and whatnot were kind of popping off, I'd already moved on. So like, it got to a point where I'm like, okay, let me even now see what all this is about. And like, yeah it was already, had already passed. The way I kind of price and charge these days is just based off experience and like time. And some level of self-worth as well. You charge what you feel like you're worth, you know.
Yeah. How will you rate yourself in terms of expertise for design?
If we're talking about things like Webflow specifically,
Yeah.
I could say I'm on an expert level. In terms of design itself, it's a gray area, because if you say you're an expert in design, I'm like, there's so many facets of design. It's kind of, you know, so I guess you could kind of break it down into specific areas, but overall, like I'd say intermediate level.
You did this. Is this you?
Supposed to be a self-portrait I made a couple years ago.
I see the grids and lines too. I think you do that a lot.
Yeah, I guess that was kind of just to like guide, you know, where I'd be placing like different elements.
Do you have a thing for color yellow?
Yeah, I'd say, I guess you kind of picked up on that. There's no deep story to it. I just kind of like yellow. And it's just stuck with me. I like the contrast with black and white and yellow. Yeah, it just stands out. Alright, so this is the chair I use. Nothing really special about it. It's a somewhat ergonomic chair.
Somewhat?
Yeah, somewhat, because I mean, could be better, could be worse.
But it works for you?
Yeah, it works. So I just tend to switch between both setups. So like, when I'm waiting for something to render or load, I can just like switch on over to the gaming setup, play a few things and then move back. But yeah, let me walk you through this. So this is my custom PC that I built myself, which is, the PC is an Intel 12th gen 12700K processor. The graphics card is an RTX 4080. The case is a Be Quiet case. I can't remember the exact name. But I just know I wanted like an all-white build for my gaming setup. I mean, black and white.
Okay, because I wanted to point out something.
that was the theme I was going for. And then a stormtrooper, a mini stormtrooper here. There's a bigger one here. Oh yeah, I'm a big Star Wars fan.
And you got them where?
All the parts I ordered from Amazon. Yeah, and then I just had them shipped. So I just put everything together. The speakers are the Edifier speakers. This light is a DIY light. Yeah, so it's one of these LifeX light strips that I kind of put in a tube to just kind of give it that tube light effect. Controller I use for when I'm gaming is the Xbox Elite Series 2 in black and white, just keeping with the black and white. And silver theme. That's a theme that I didn't know I was doing till like I was halfway through. There's another Stream Deck here for the PC. It's in white, keeping with the white theme. The monitor is a Samsung G7, so I currently have it connected to the PS5. I don't do a lot of gaming on the PS5 on this setup because I tend to plug it into the TV most of the time.
Alright.
I'm playing a lot of Helldivers too right now. For the peripherals, I'm using the Logitech G915 TKL and the G502X Superlight. Why I got this mouse is I just like the ambient lighting on it. I just thought it was pretty cool. And I like the fact that it has so many customizable buttons. So when I'm playing games like Destiny, I tend to have a lot of options to, you know, configure the mouse too. And then I also have the G923 Racing Sim Wheel. It's not gotten a lot of use recently, but it's there. So these are the PlayStation Pulse Elite headphones. I found them to be more compatible with the PS5, so I mostly game with them on the PS5. And I just love the fact that they're able to charge like this, just putting them on the stand and it starts charging. It's a lot more convenient. Yeah, so I think that's pretty much it.
Okay. Dumeme's deck setup. Yeah, it's even better now. Check the description for GL list and links. And while you're at it, hit subscribe, like, or drop a comment. I need it. Seriously. So what's your greatest challenge as a designer?
Lights. Because without that, there's just so many obstacles you have to kind of hurdle over. So power is like the major challenge. Then internet. Luckily, I've been able to kind of curb those to some degree. But ultimately, like, it's still going to touch everybody, no matter, even if you put a 50 megawatt inverter in your house, you're still going to feel it somehow.
As an artist, before you ventured into designing, or while you were in uni studying business admin, did you ever think you were going to go into this kind of design?
Would it be arrogant to say yes? Yeah, because like I was already doing it at the time, and like I remember before I left uni, because we left uni during the pandemic.
Okay.
I was already kind of saving up like to just kind of get different gear and like
You have a lot
equipment.
of that.
Yeah, I mean it's all kind of been years of like accumulation.
Yeah.
The same keyboard I have now is not the same keyboard I had then, you know, like so like over time I can just like improve things like that. So yeah, I was just like saving up because I knew like I'm about to enter the job market. Like let me equip myself with the right tools that I need to be able to do these things. So I already kind of like had a plan. I just like kind of followed through with that.
Okay, so do you think tools matter? You know how people say it's not just about the gadgets, it's not about the tools, it's about your skills and blah blah blah.
I would say it's kind of a mix of both because even if you have like the best tools, like if you don't know what to do with them, then you know, so the skill definitely matters. When your tools start to get in the way of you being able to create, I think that's when you kind of invest in, you know, better equipment.
So what will you tell younger designers that are trying to get into the space you're at currently?
I'd say it's just consistency and a lot of tenacity. And to start early, a lot of us kind of got serious like much later. So like start early and like be consistent. Another piece of advice would be to be under someone's wing, be always willing to learn, be humble, you know, to be able to make mistakes and like accept criticism and whatnot. You get there a lot faster than, you know, the rest of everyone else.
I get that.
I've been thinking about you. 아무리 고개 흔들어도 난 네 생각만 하고 있을 뿐.